Hi, Chris. Hi, Mr. Ruffin.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
You good, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm good. How y'all doing?
All right.
Chilling, man.
Everybody's on. It's good to see y'all. We are live. I want to thank you guys for coming in, joining me on another episode of the KFLO show. I hope to inspire, encourage, and empower you to live life better with kingdom information for transformation and elevation. Hashtag elevation. If you are watching, please show your love by sharing this conversation and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, The KFLO Show, and follow me at I am KFLO K on all platforms. I also have a new website, kstylesy.com, for your styling and wardrobe needs. All right, guys, let's get it popping. No stopping till we reach the top. Tonight, I have the honor three special guests right now, maybe more come in, not sure. But we're going to talk to the cast of the movie First Love that is coming out in October, I want to say.
We premiere October 7th. Yes.
Already. So I want to thank you, Mr. Damondray Christle, Mr. Chris Ruffin, and Mr. Steve Smith. I am so glad to have you guys on tonight. This is going to, oh, we got somebody else coming in. Hold on. We got one more. Boom, look at there. Hello, Miss Tabitha Miles. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you great.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good. Everybody is in. Oh, say. Uh-oh, did I lose somebody?
There you go.
Chris. Okay. All right. So I just want to show out a little bit. You know, it's a tribute to y'all movie, although I wasn't in it. You know,
I saw you.
I thought I would represent. You know what I'm saying?
You clean over there.
You know, y'all can catch me on the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it started. Okay, so the bio of the movie is a story based in the 70s about two young people from two different parts of the world who have the same love for music. While on their journey to pursue greatness, they go through obstacles that may test their love for one another. I think that's a great storyline. So let's start with everyone. I want you guys to give your social media handles first off so we can get that out the way. Be sure everybody has everything. So Damondray, if you want to go first and give your social media information so people can follow you.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Damondray Christle. You can follow me on Facebook at Damondray Christle, the name that's under my profile, and then you can follow me on Instagram at DAKEEMC1.
All right, and Mr. Steve Smith.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram on director 2_ and the letter S.
Okay, and Mr. Chris Ruffin.
You can follow me on Facebook as Chris Ruffin, and you can follow me on Instagram at CRUFF88, CRuff88.
Okay, and Miss Tabitha Miles.
Hi. You can follow me at Tabitha Miles, just like how it is on the screen on Instagram.
Alrighty. Again, I'm glad to have you guys here. So Damondray, how did this movie come about? And did you write this movie yourself?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, and did you have any co-writers?
No, I wrote it by myself.
Really?
It started with me and Steven, actually.
Okay, so you and Steven. Okay, so how long ago did you start the movie, writing the movie?
I started last year.
Really?
Early 2022, somewhere around there.
We started like during the holidays or something.
Yeah, somewhere around that time.
Okay, so
it was a short film first.
Huh?
It was a short film first.
It was first. Okay, so you already did a short film, and then you turned that short film into a movie.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can we watch the short film?
That's a Steven question.
Oh, Steven, where can we watch the short film?
It's on YouTube. I gotta dig it up somewhere.
Really?
But yeah,
because we was really
it wasn't really a short film. It was just like a skit.
Yeah, we was really
because
so like 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
No,
not even.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
It was a mini me.
Yeah,
it came across the idea because we had just finished up a movie prior to, and Damondray, we would just call each other with ideas, and we just came up with the First Love thing. So.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, we live, so let me go on and share this on my page. Okay, so tell me this. So how did you all get into acting, or how did you, and any one of you can answer this question. How did you get into acting? What made you want to start acting? Anyone about to just jump in?
Well, I'm not really.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. I'm a director. So I
Oh, you're the director.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me, I've been doing this for like 13 years.
So you've been directing for 13 years?
Yes.
What?
Well, I just moved here to Dallas last year. So.
Okay, so where did you start doing? Where did you start directing? And where are you from?
New York City.
Oh, he's from the NYC.
You can't tell that. You can't tell it.
Okay, right, an accent.
You know what? So here's the thing. So when I was talking to you yesterday when we were doing the setup, I was like, he is just so cool.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even put the accent. And I just got back from New York. I just went for the first time, and I was still going back. I went to see the ever loving The Lion King.
That's I saw it too on Broadway.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. Okay, but we're not here to talk about The Lion King.
It was
okay.
Okay,
No, so Tabitha, when did you start acting?
So I started acting a long time ago. I don't want to tell my age, but a long time ago. I started in musical theater actually. And then once I got to Dallas, I was like, I want to do more of film and television. So because I kind of merged singing and acting for the longest of time, and I started out just kind of like doing Broadway stuff and like stage plays and like that. And then when I moved to Dallas, I was like, okay, I need to do a little bit. I need to jump into the film and television industry. So I kind of started that. So I'm kind of a newbie to that.
A newbie. Okay, so where did you move to Dallas from?
Houston.
Oh, right down the road.
Right down the street.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Ruffin? How did you get started acting?
I got started acting after I graduated from Grambling State University. I came home and was like, man, what do I want to do with this degree? But I always wanted to get into entertainment. So I had a cousin actually who lived on the West Coast at the time. And he was like, man, you know, if I was you, I would come out here with me. So he gave me a couch. I packed up, went to LA, and just started doing extra work, honestly. Well, I went to Vegas first and started doing extra work, and was like driving back and forth from Vegas to LA. And just kept doing extra work, and then that turned into like stand-in roles. And then I started like, you know, taking acting classes, really started taking it serious. And a lot of it had to do with being in the right place at the right time too. Started working with a lot of big-time people, like doing stand-in work for like Morgan Freeman and people of that nature. And then it just started leading to other opportunities. And the more I took it serious, and just started leading to more and more opportunities. So that's how I really got started like years ago. I was maybe like about 21 years old. So I'm 34.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a little clip of you on Ready to Love.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was stepping outside the box. You know, that was reality TV. So I wanted to, you know, I'm 34 single. So I was looking to say maybe it's a nice lady out there for me. So I stepped outside of the box with reality TV, but it was a good experience. I met a lot of cool people. Outside of this project, Here First Love, that's probably the latest thing I've done for his television and film. But I'm excited about this film, and yeah.
Yeah, I applied for Ready to Love. They didn't call me back.
They didn't call you back. No. Why they didn't call you back?
I don't know. I guess I just didn't meet the requirements. I don't know. I don't know. But I sent in my application twice. I said, y'all, somebody gonna find me. But it didn't happen. So I guess it wasn't meant to be. Okay, so I want to get into this movie, and I want you guys to tell me, Damondray, I'm gonna start with you. I know Damondray from church. In case y'all didn't know, that's my DC3 member. So, Damondray, tell me about your character in this movie.
Okay. Well, James, he real ambitious, very goal oriented. He's a cool dude. I feel like he's a cool dude. You know, he know what he wants, all that good stuff. He bumps his head at home and he winds up leaving and figuring things out and wind up meeting somebody who got the same goals as him, and he just want to win. That's really what it is.
Okay. And Tabitha, you played the leading lady?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me about your character. What's your character's name? Tell me about your character.
My character name is Ava. She plays the love interest that Damondray is playing. And it's ironic because they both kind of have the same idea, I guess, of what they want as artist. Or I'm the artist and he's like the main like music person or whatever. So like they kind of both have the same thing that they want. Then they meet, and then it's like, okay, well, we're kind of meant to be like a match made in heaven almost. And she's also ambitious. She wants to be a singer, of course. That's basically kind of what the film is kind of based around. And because they have the same goal, he sees her dreams and aspirations, and he kind of fosters that and kind of push her into becoming, that artist that she was wanting to be. But also in the process, they become not just good friends, but also they become a union, So,
right.
Yeah.
So do they start off as friends?
I feel like, yeah, they was friends. They was dating a little bit, so.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Was you courting?
We was courting a little bit, like how they do back in the day, little old school stuff. There's a lot of chivalry going on, so it was good. It was good.
It's in the 70s. I would hope it was a lot of chivalry. So and tell me how does the cast? Okay, let me ask you first, Chris. Who is your character? Who are you in this movie?
Well, my character, I'm not gonna go too deep, but
you don't have to go deep.
He's a pretty aggressive guy, like my character is basically, I hate to say this, but if I had to compare him to somebody, it would be almost like a Ike Turner, like for it's like kind of aggressive, very controlling type, the boyfriend or the guy that the family too much don't like.
Right.
Most definitely that type of character. I wouldn't say all just out abusive, but maybe some abusive trait. The young lady I'm dating in the movie, her father, he gonna have some problems with me and things of that nature, and we're gonna get into a good squabble. So, I mean, it was an amazing role. I appreciate Damondray and Steve giving me the opportunity. I mean, it was like some action, so I liked it. I got the chance to bring out some character and really like let loose.
Can I say something, Kim?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I was writing that role, Chris came to mind. I'm not saying Chris crazy, nothing like that. When I called him, I was like, hey man, like I got something dope. He wanted to know what it was, and he was just like, say less, I'm in. And so it went from there, smooth sailing.
So it's safe to say that we're gonna love to hate you.
Yeah, I can say that. I most definitely was not like to the most likable guy, but I mean, in the movie, I could have treated the lady better if it was like what about the beat. So, it was a great opportunity to bring that person to life.
Okay, so Damondray, did you have and Steve too, did you guys have a casting call, or you just called, like you said, you called him up individually because you knew you wanted him to play? So did you guys have a casting call?
Everybody was handpicked.
Really?
Handpicked. Yeah, I really talked to God about that one. I had handpicked. I didn't have no casting call. I already knew what I wanted. And I already know I had talented people around me. So I was like, well, shoot. Steven already knew what it was. I told Steven, I was like, hey man, let's make a movie. And he was down for it because he's the magic behind the camera, right? So he was like, he gave me the go. And then we went from there. and everybody was handpicked, and it was a blessing to have them all.
I think that is so amazing that you have enough people in your pocket that you can just say, "Hey, I want you to do this." I think that is so amazing.
I always heard it's nice to be nice. I'm always real chill, and just real
Exactly.
chill.
Oh, so what was the process in getting him? So after you pick, the characters and the story is done and everything. So what is the process like after that? Like, what is the production process like?
Like cast Tabor Reed, allow everybody to go through the script together as a family, because once everybody come together, we like family. So it's like now everybody's gonna adjust it to who's who. You're growing into the character, they ask questions. So how you feel about this? But what I do like is that everyone, they create their own chemistry for the character. I don't try to make them be something. They just kind of have their question. They use their own gifts at that character. And I can say this much, from what I've seen, everybody has done a beautiful job. But to answer your question, to finish answering your question, Tabor Reed, pre-production. So we're going to locations and making sure that we have everything for shoot days and stuff like that. And it's not the easiest making a movie. It's just kind of, you gotta have the resources and who you know and people to believe and know that y'all can get it done. So Steven does a lot of the work behind the scenes. People don't know. He's like freaking who's a hero? He's like some master. Who's for Bruce Wayne? Who's Jeffrey?
Batman.
No, not Batman.
No, Alfred.
He's like
Alfred.
Alfred.
Oh, Alfred.
Behind the scenes, like he does
Everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, he does.
So how difficult is a process is that for you, Steve? Like knowing that you're basically the backbone of the movie. Do you have any help in that area, or you do everything on your own?
Yeah, you can say. Yeah, everything on my own, but it all comes with good chemistry between the cast.
Really? I love that. I really love that for y'all. It's good to see Black folk, us doing something. And I'm assuming this is a positive movie. I'm sure it has a beautiful storyline and a positive ending. I would hope. I ain't seen it. I'm ready to see it. Okay, so what about tell me about how did you choose the locations? Who's going to film what, and how does all that work? Because I've done behind the scenes work. I've done wardrobe behind the scenes, so I know how it is to go to different locations and shoot and make sure everybody has their wardrobe together and the outline and stuff like that, because I've done all that. But how do you pick the locations and and the resources? Like, how does all that fall into place?
Oh, it's favor.
That's a big word.
Yeah, favor. Because when I started this, I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I knew what I was doing, I'm an actor, but I never wanted to direct people because I didn't want to be over people. And so I was just like, well, he put it on my heart to write, and it went from me writing to about 8 hours of writing. And then I was like, all right, bet, I know what scenes I want. Let me see what locations I can get for this. I know we're going to need this. And I reached out to people, and they was like, oh, yeah, that's nothing. You can do that. You can use that. Oh, yeah, you can get that. Oh, it's not that much. So I was like, dude, so we just had to be, what's the word? Respectful of the time we was using it. But we was best to use locations and stuff like that, because they saw the goal, they saw the ambition, they saw what we was trying to do. So we worked out.
I got you. I love that. So how long did it take you from start to end to start the writing process? How long did it take you to write it? Did it take you a whole year to write it?
To write it? No. So honestly, be honest with you, I was working on a horror film, and I kept talking. I think I was telling Stephen about the horror, but somehow I was asleep. Just being honest, I was asleep, and I woke up and I had this vision. I was like, that's when I called Stephen. I was like, hey, bro, I got a short story on my mind. Let's shoot it. We literally shot it the next day on a Sunday at this fast food place. And then we started talking about it in the parking lot. And then he was like, write it, and we're going to get it going. So I wrote it. It took me like 8 hours. And then I started doing rough drafts and stuff like that,
Mhm.
trying to get everything together. So it took me about maybe a few days, maybe a week or two, maybe something like that, to just have the story. But everything was coming together so quick, and it was kind of scary because I was
Wow.
like, where did this come from? Like, what was this about? Because I ain't in that time. So I'm like, well, I don't know nothing about it like that, besides the music I listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
So this was your first film.
Directing, yeah.
Directing, right.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm
And
lying.
Actually, all four of us worked on a previous project before.
okay, what project was that?
Yeah,
All four of you, what project?
Black
Can you
Money.
say?
It's called Black Money. It's
Black
on
Money.
Tubi right now.
It's called Black Money what?
Black Money. It's on Tubi.
Oh, it's on Tubi. Good old Tubi.
But Kim was crazy. Chris been on the scene though. Like me and Chris linked up years ago, and he showed me all his portfolio, and we were just kicking it, and then we just stayed connected, and that's how it works.
Yeah, because I'll never forget. Like for Black Money, I called Damondray last minute. That's how I knew he was a solid
Literally
guy. This
last
man
minute.
drove almost like an hour. I said, "Hey man, they got this road. You
Yeah.
fit it perfect. You the only person I can think of that I know that possibly will come through." And he came through, and the rest been history. Like ever since, honestly.
And that's where I met Tabitha. And I was just passing by like, "How you doing?" And they was getting ready to do a scene, so we stayed. And Steven, me and Steven stayed connecting, and he told me he was moving to Dallas. I said, "Man, come out here, let's shoot some movies," and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Now I was still living in New York when we shot Black Money.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
You were still in New York. Okay, so how did you end up in Texas of all places?
A friend of mine, he lives out here. He got me to move here, and yeah, that's just how it happened.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. COVID came, and it got real crazy. It got real crazy in New York. So after that, I was like, it's time to go.
Right.
So
okay, so for this movie, I want to know how. I know you guys have to play off with each other and the characters, but tell me how it was on set. Like, what was the vibe on set? Because it's set in the 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how did that feel? Like, did you have to watch some 70s movies? Because I think I'm a 70s connoisseur. So did you watch some Soul Train? Because their mannerisms and their style and their vibe and everything was different in the 70s. So did you guys watch a lot of stuff, before you went into the roles, and it just came natural? How did that work?
I mean, for me, the environment was just enough by itself. I mean, the way they had to set, everybody came through. The costumes was to the T. I mean, if you didn't step outside of the house that we were shooting out of at one location, you would have thought you was in the 70s, like for real. Like it really felt like you was in the 70s all the way till you stepped outside the front door. I think the old car in the neighborhood didn't make it no better.
Yeah.
They had a
red car.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that. Like, was there cars like when you guys were shooting outside? Were there cars outside, like the decor in the houses? I mean, did y'all have like an old rotary phone?
Yeah, we had old school cars. We had old school cars, and we had old school
which
cars.
we had a hard time getting in there, but
Yeah. That's a
You had a
long
hard
story.
time getting in where?
In the car.
That old car he had.
It was tough. It was hard starting it up.
Yeah.
I had to go to Google.
See, I'm a big dude, so I was trying to get in the car so I get some profit. It was crazy.
It was a vibe though, Kim. Like everybody was solid. Everybody came with good energy. It was good vibes. Like Chris was saying, the attire was on point. Everybody was just real old code. Just the music was playing. It was great energy.
Okay, so let's shout out some of the other cast. Let's shout out who your wardrobe person, your hair person was. Let's shout those people out.
Some of that was the cast themselves that did their own hair.
Okay.
Well, shout out to them for being such good sports, and shout out to Miss Cotton for coming through some of the time. Shout out to Kitty J. We want to shout out to Katrina Jones. She's an amazing. She had an amazing part in this project. She did a lot. She helped direct. She did a lot. So shout out to Katrina Jones. Shout out to Angel, Clarice, Tommy, Traco. Who am I missing? Genesis. If I'm missing, don't hold it against me. I love y'all. But shout out to everybody.
Who did the music?
I actually wrote some of the songs, and shout out to Deron Brooks. He actually wrote some of the songs, and my sister Chapman Crystal did some of the music. Yeah, Steven's putting it together right now as well with Deron. So we got some dope music too. We got some.
I absolutely believe it, because Dallas is a hot spot for music.
And shout out to Kitty for helping me with my stunts.
Yeah. Kitty is Katrina Jones, by the way.
Katrina Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, y'all have a stunt woman?
Oh yeah.
What?
She's dope.
Yep.
She's dope.
Wow. Oh yeah, I can't wait.
She's also my intimacy coach. Like, she's cold. She's a jack of all trades.
Oh, that sounds like somebody I need to meet.
You're gonna meet her at the premiere when you come.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited for you guys. I want to talk a little about now, Tabitha. What movies have you done in the past?
So I did Black Money, and there's another movie that's on Prime and also on Tubi. It's called The Message and the Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
And I played one of the lead. I was the sister to the lead, so I guess I'm kind of the lead too. So like co-starring in that, and then this is my third one.
This is your third one. I love it. And what about your theatrical works?
I haven't really done much theatrical work since I left Houston. So,
okay.
The last one I did here, I forgot the name of it. Don't hold it against me.
It's okay.
But I did one last year here in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Damondray, what you have something coming up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Over, what is a voiceover?
Oh yes, I have a voiceover called.
How did that come about?
Somebody reached out to me and told me that they was having auditions for a voiceover, and I wound up going, and I auditioned for like 5 different voices, and then one of them really just stood out to them, and they was like, "We haven't heard that voice yet. We like that voice. We want to do that one." And they called me like a week or 2 later and told me I had that role, and so it's like a film series, like based in the sea. It's like a whole multiverse type situation going on. So. My character's pretty cool. This is the first time for me doing voiceover for animation, so I think that's pretty dope.
That's what's up. I want to ask you guys, like, how do you feel? Does social media affect how you guys get roles and auditions? Is that a big factor now?
Social media is a big factor because you never know who's looking at you.
Yeah.
Everybody is on social media these days, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. It's once you know the algorithm of it, then everybody's on it. So it's like saying doing an audition or whatever. People look at the social media to see what you got.
Yeah. So is it important to have your work or several works posted on social media?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Me personally, a lot of the opportunities I've had in the film and television world have came from social media. Hey man, I ran across your social media, and not saying that initially what it took to get the part of the role, but that's exactly how it started. Vice versa, me doing my part to get the opportunity. Hey, I found you on social media. I feel like this would be great for you. Take it from here. So it plays a major role. I would have to agree with what Steve said for sure.
Yeah.
Really? And I'm hearing a lot about like consistency. So is that important as well, to post consistently? Because people say, oh, you need to post 3, 4, 5 times a day. I ain't got time for that. But it's because it's a lot. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's a lot.
Right.
So how often are you guys are you doing reels? Are you just doing like little 1 minute, snippets of your previous work? Like, how does it work? What are you actually posting when people reach out to you?
Me personally, I'm always creating. I can do, for example, we have First Love. I can make 5, 10 different reels just from the trailer and just add music. And it's just, being consistent, letting the people know, hey, we got something coming up, we got something going. But I might have something that's new come 2 days later, and I might post that depending, because like Steven was saying, people are always watching. They might not post on your page, but they'll send you a DM, hey, I saw this XYZ. They do it all the time. And I'll be like, why y'all just want to post on the page then? But they, for some reason, they like to DM or whatever. So.
Yeah, why do people do that? I have people stop me all the time and say, hey, I saw such and such. Why did he comment? Say good job. Say,
did you like it? You didn't like it.
Did you like it? And say hi or something. They say
good job.
Right.
Yeah,
they might be intimidated.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe. What you think it is, Tabitha?
I don't believe it. People just watching. They just viewing. They just watching, being nosy. Just watching.
Nosy.
Yeah, because you're gonna always have spectators. Like for example, I'm gonna use Chris for example. Chris has a large following. He just did Ready to Love, so he's gonna have people against him and for him. So I'm sure he has to have a mental stability to know how to deal with, what people are saying, stuff like that.
Absolutely. I done heard a lot of good feedback, and I done heard a lot of stuff that is like, man, I can't believe you saying this about me. So I like they said, I try to just turn the other cheek, because you're gonna get a lot of stuff that really rub you the wrong way. But my motto is like, hey, like if I'm not engaging in it, the publicity can't hurt me for it. Like, just let them come in. But you do get some people saying some good things and some harsh things too. So I try to avoid all that on social media for it's like, because people gonna have their opinion about everything. They gonna have it about the movie First Love. You're gonna have some people that think First Love great. You're gonna have some people that think they personal opinions about each individual on the actual movie. So that's just something you have to be used to when you're dealing with social media and growing your following. And like Damondray said, I'll break down something like, when we get the okay from First Love, I'll turn my scene into 20 reels if necessary to get somebody.
But honestly, Kim, you have to really be. That's what we signed up for. So you have to be okay with people saying what they say, and people, like Chris saying, people gonna love you, people gonna hate you, but at the end of the day, whether they love or hate you, is still an obsession with me, because they too busy into what you got going, and they out.
And you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody.
Everybody's not gonna like you. That's for sure.
That's facts.
Yeah, you got to have a strong mental for this business for sure. I would tell somebody it's not for you if you if you worry about somebody else's opinion. It's not the business for you.
Right.
Not the show business. Just move around.
It's just
why I want to be behind the scenes.
Yeah. But hey, they get talked about too.
Right.
They get talked about too. Damn, nobody's exempt.
Right.
I'm going to believe that everyone is going to love me. There's not going to be one negative word said. The whole world is going to love me. I speak these things right now over my life.
I'll tell you what, that's the attitude you want for sure.
Oh, you guys, I love this. I have enjoyed this. Does anybody have any upcoming projects coming up? Let me ask you about this Ready to Love thing. Now, is that scripted?
Well,
I
will. There's some things he can't say, right?
I got certain things I can't say.
You can't say.
But I will say this. I wouldn't say it's very much so real. But it's just like anything else. Just because something is real, everybody's entitled to an opinion and everybody can give suggestions. So I would say it from that standpoint. It's very much so real. You do have people who do find real connections and all that. But like Damondray can give all the suggestions he wants on First Love. Well, hey, Chris, I feel like you didn't smack that girl hard enough, and then smack her a little bit harder. So from that standpoint, it's still TV, but it's very much so real.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I thought your accent was fake. I was like, don't nobody.
And that goes back to what Steve and Damondray was saying. That's something at a young age, not trying to go into detail, but I have done a lot of of things because like me, I'm the type of person like go for what you're the type of person. So a lot of the things I dealt with was like, y'all saying with social media. I got so many people like watching the love and accusing me of lying. And you never went to chiropractic school or you never walked in New York Fashion Week. I'm like, man, well, I'm almost 35 now, but I very much so do these things. So you just have to, you know, you just got to be able to handle the type of stuff because you got people who really think my accent fake. You got people who saying, no, he didn't go to do this or no, that man never did this. So I just take it and run with it. But this is my accent, you know.
Kim, I'll be honest with you. From the first day I met Chris, that's my bro right there. The first day I met Chris, that's how he talked. Never changed.
Oh, I get it now, but I'm just saying. Why? See, I didn't know him, and when we did the little thing we did yesterday, he didn't talk that much. So when I watched the clip, I was like, "Oh, that's a good Texas accent." He really talking that.
When I first met Chris, I thought he was a comedian. When I first met Chris, I thought he was a comedian.
Chris,
Yeah.
he's funny. I don't even know if he know he's funny though. Like,
I just thought he was a straight up comedian. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I finished watching. I was like, that boy good.
No, that's not.
I wasn't there taking on his side. I was in there writing, sending messages to the Instagram page and stuff, talking about she tripping. Like they have my boy messed up. So I was like, nah, I gotta say something.
Yeah, it's tough.
I love it. I have enjoyed it. Tabitha, do you have anything coming up?
I am working on a music project, so that's in the works. Yeah.
Congratulations.
She has a single that's out right now that she's not.
I do. Yeah.
Girl,
I do.
Single out.
I
do. Single. Where we can find it?
It's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, any streaming platform you name, it's on it.
What's the name of it?
It's called Got the Music.
Got the Music. Okay, is this R&B, hip hop? You rapping? You gangster?
I am rapping, actually. I'm not doing gangster rap, but I am rapping on it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I am rapping. I don't know what category. I would say kind of like pop-ish. It's dancey.
Dancing.
So,
okay,
yeah.
got you.
Ken, when I say that, like all of them that's casted in this movie is talented, like it's like having like Justice League or something. Everybody got their own talent. Everybody's strong at something. Everybody's really gifted at something. It just came together. It was like crazy dynamic.
Right.
I'm not even exaggerating.
I believe you.
We also have a soundtrack for the film coming.
I like the cast because we the type of people that like you could just see us anywhere, even if we're not working on the same project.
Yeah.
I like to bump heads with everybody who on the cast, just in their own lane, just in grind mode. So that's always a good place. I'd have met Steve multiple places, Damondray, Tabitha, just seeing people around doing stuff in their element is always great. So that's how I feel like I know this project gonna be something special because of that alone. Just like you said, the people you handpicked. You're running to these people randomly on the grind, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
And is there a network? Do you guys have like a Facebook page? Is there a networking group somewhere where actors are?
Ooh, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them on
There's a
Facebook.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. If you go on Facebook, there are tons of groups on Facebook, like the DFW Actors and Film. There's like the Dallas Cast and Actors and Texas Film and Actors. There's a lot of them on Facebook. So,
and that community is growing very much. So,
yeah,
it's growing.
Yeah, because even some of the people, because I know you guys know Draper Winston.
I know about him.
Know him? Yeah, it's just like, I'll see him and then I'll see other people. Again, I'm behind the scenes. So there's a lot of people that I just know in the business just from being, behind the scenes. So, and I realize that community is really growing and thriving.
Dallas is really talented. Like, I think we've been a long time. And we're growing real heavy right now. And that's why I didn't want to wait to get casted for a movie when I was like, I could create my own. And I get people around me that I know that's super talented, like Chris, for example. Tabitha's amazingly talented as well. The rest of the cast, Chris is a jack of all trades, like I always tell him. Tabitha's a singer, an actress. She can do other stuff. So I was like, Steven's a jack of all trades. So it was only right that, you know, we do this together, and that's why I really hesitated on who to pick, and I took my time, and me and Tabitha had a talk before Tabitha even got casted. Tabitha was like, friend, what kind of movie is this? She was like, what's this about? And I told her, and she said, okay. She thought about it, and she was down, and she was very, very, very faithful to the project. Very faithful to the project. Whether it was last minute, she was faithful to us. If they ain't heard, I appreciate y'all. So we got some no magic to make. You know, we got some things coming up. So yeah.
I love it. I'm excited. Okay, so tell us again when it's coming out, the premiere, and where everybody can go see it.
Steve, you want to tell us?
Where the premiere
Yeah,
is
Mr.
at?
Steve.
Oh,
Tell us. Yeah,
it's gonna be in October. I forgot the location.
Is it October?
At the
Look Cinema Dining in Dallas off Technology Boulevard. Look Cinema
Okay.
Dining in Dallas. The red carpet starts at 6 p.m. The film starts at 7:30. Gonna be media there, of course. After that, networking event after the film is over. A DJ, you know, pictures, networking, just having a good time, a good vibe after that.
Okay. October 7th.
Yes, ma'am. 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Red carpet, networking after party. Got you.
Mm-hmm. So come look nice. Come look nice and have a good time. And, you know.
I'm saying, you know, Damondray, if you need your wardrobe hooked up before you go, honey, let me know.
You know what? We're gonna put you on the scene. We're gonna let the people know what you do.
For real? Like for real.
People know what you do. Well, I'm a spread the word. Speak for me.
Well, listen, you guys have anything else? I thoroughly enjoy getting in y'all's business.
No, I just want to say, when it comes to filming, online marketing is important, especially when a finished product, because a lot of people finish films but don't have a marketing strategy for their project. And I feel like that's a must. That goes with the production, because you really need online marketing, whether it be Instagram, TikTok. You pay for these services to put your film out. Same thing with actors when they're doing their reels and stuff like that. If you want promotion, online marketing is the key. So
right.
And that's something a lot of people don't talk about.
They don't. And a lot of people don't talk about strategy. You got to have a strategy.
Especially in the independent film market, like all of us right now. So that's something it should be touched on.
Yeah.
But
promoting hard, like you say, Steve, on social media. Social media is extremely powerful.
You know, word of mouth isn't cutting it anymore.
It's not.
In order for people to see you, you gotta pay. You gotta hit social media.
It's just like if I say I'm an actor, but they go to my Instagram, they see nothing about acting. They only see I'm working at a warehouse. And I'm like, oh, is he really an actor? Or is he,
exactly.
You're not showing it.
Exactly.
It's just a place where people go. That's what people go to first. And it's sad, but I mean, it's not sad, but I mean, it's true. I mean,
it's just true.
It could be a disaster in the world. It could be a tornado. You're gonna know 9 out of 10. You're gonna see it on your phone before you see it on the news. And that's just. I feel like if everybody do our job, even with this movie, the cast is gonna be great from every aspect.
Yeah, I get it. I totally agree, because I was totally against social media. I just didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to learn it. But you know, it's like you got to do it. There's no choice.
If I be honest with you, I'll say this much too. It's a big difference now with us having social media from the actors and directors from the 90s, because now we have a platform where we can comment. I won't say cheat, but it's easy access to us. And they had to go into the room and audition every time. Say, hey, we got it where we can just post what we do. You can look handsome or pretty, or you can show your skills in acting, and a casting director can just go to your story and see who you are, and just see what you do.
Those people was mailing headshots in, hoping for a call back. You couldn't even go to the agency. You have to send your stuff in the mail and let them return your call, vice versa. Wow. Damondray can scroll right now and say, "Oh, I like her face for First Love. I know that person," or just vice versa. So it gives a wide range of opportunity. That's what I like about social media. It don't keep the world in this box. If you can flip a quarter and you can do it different than somebody else, you got a way to show the world. So yeah, it always hasn't been like that, which is a strong thing for this industry here, because a lot of people don't get into this industry because they have no means of getting seen. You know how hard that is, sending in a headshot and hoping somebody call you when they got 30,000 headshots to play in First Love, using that as an example. So I mean, if you play your cards right with social media, like I said, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna play my cards right. Because I've been playing the cards wrong.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all right.
But yeah, but I'm out here now. I'm out here with y'all now. I got it. I try to post, you know, on a weekly basis at least. Everyday thing, you can miss me on that. But at least weekly. At least weekly, I'm gonna get out. Well, I have enjoyed this, you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming on the KFLO show. I'm excited about this movie. I'm excited about coming to the premiere and seeing what a great job that you guys have done. So thank you so much. And I'm excited. Y'all have anything else?
I just want to say thank you for having us on. I look forward to seeing you, like you just said, and again, thank you to Cass for being a part. I appreciate y'all. Continuously, I keep saying appreciate y'all. So we know magic, and I look forward to doing more.
Absolutely. And it's on the KFLO show page. So if you guys are on the KFLO show page, you can go and share the live and get more viewers. Amen.
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 Amen. All right. So I want to say you are now in the know with KFLO. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have been great. I'm going to say a little prayer if y'all don't mind, because I'm real churchy. So I'm going to say a prayer. Thank you, God, for this platform. Thank you for my guests and your audience. I pray that everyone listening will know your voice, hear your will, and then do your will. In Jesus' name, we are out. Thank y'all. Have a great evening. I will see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.